Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we need to reveal our dad joke of the day. Why would doors do well on social media? Everyone looks for their handles. Okay, I think that's a bit of a dud, but they can't all be great, can they? So our count is at 113. Thank you. It was Kenny, and I suspected it was a payment issue because it just happens sometimes. But Kenny did rejoin and has been a member for 35 months. So thank you, Kenny, for your amazing support. Enthusiast here for quite a long time, and actually super supportive before that. Haley Sue also rejoined at tier 1, and Cassidon, I think that's what that says, is a new tier 1 member. So welcome, and welcome back. I guess welcome back, and welcome. Thank you all for your support. If you don't have words on the Wordle wheel, make sure you add them. Kenny, I did re-add your words. I remembered what they were. All right, cool. Well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got pipe, hook, root, apple, cheer, console, cloud, bridge, runner, bowler, refrain, whistle, bench, chorus, clap, coat rack. Coat rack is out there, isn't it? Things you hang your jacket on. Coat racks. Apples. Oh, you could hang it on an apple. Bowler is weird. Like, is that someone who bowls, or is there some other meaning of bowler? I don't know. Whistle is an action. It's a verb. Yeah, it's also a noun though. Just that the instrument itself is a whistle. Never mind. Chorus. The hook, the chorus. These are parts of a pop song. You've got the hook, you've got the chorus, you got the refrain, you got the bridge. All right. Parts of a song. There we go. I think nowadays they just do hook, 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 and you're done in 30 seconds. But yeah, that's TikTok for you. Cloud. Let's see. Clap. Something you can do or something you can have. Probably it's the thing you do. You can clap and you can whistle. So this is if you're like you're in the crowd and you're happy about what's going on. You can cheer, you can clap, you can whistle. And what is the 4th thing you do to acknowledge that they are doing well? Console. Oh, I bet this is console and not console. Oh, it could be either. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, root, obviously, root. Sorry. I just kept skipping over it. I should probably be more careful about reading everything. But I was getting distracted. Cool. Support audibly. There you go. Coat rack is a noun? Huh. I don't know. Bench and coat rack feel like things you'd find in a bar, right? I don't know. What's Apple doing here? Runner. A runner and a boil. Boil? No, why did I say boiler? Bowler. Bowler? Bowler. A runner and a bowler. I don't know. Is this console or console? I don't think we're consoling anybody. Like of the verb. Like, yeah, it's okay. So I think it's console. Like, I don't know if it's a game console or just like an input device of some kind. Console is also like a terminal, like so somewhere where you input things. But it's also like an app on a computer where you can do command line. What about pipe? Are we talking about? Oh, I wonder if pipe is like a smoking pipe. And are we like things you would see in like a detective movie, like in their I don't know. For some reason, bench, console, pipe, and coat rack kind of give me this. Oh, a bowler hat. Bowler hat. It's a kind of hat. I just remembered. I don't know if bench is right, but like coat rack, pipe, and bowler. This just feels like things you would find in a detective's office or something. So I don't know if it's going to be a console. Would apples be associated with that? I don't personally associate apples with that. Maybe bench, but bench doesn't. I'm going to try bench first. That's not even a way. Oh. Maybe it's bowler and pipe and like 2 other things that you would wear. I don't know. I guess I could try runner and console. They're both nouns. That's also not one away. Okay, I gotta track this. Boy, I've been struggling recently. So I first did bench, right? I did bench, pipe, bowler, and coat rack. I'm almost positive. And then let's just change the color. And then I did runner, bowler, console, and pipe. And they are both not one away. So we have to split them 50-50 still. So I guess bowler, pipe, apple, and cloud could go together. And that would explain everything. What would this be though? And then runner, bench, console, coat rack. I don't know. I'll try this one. That was it. So I have no idea what these categories are. Imagery in Magritte paintings. Oh, so they're just like still life in paintings. Bench, runner, console, coat rack. I don't know what runner's doing there. Things in an entryway. Okay, so I had kind of the right idea about coat rack. It's like things you find in an entryway, but console, runner, and bench. I could see a bench being an entryway. I could see that, but console and runner? I don't understand those two. Maybe those are things I'm not familiar with those terms for those. Okay, this was another weird trivia one for blue and purple. I hope they aren't just making blue purple. Do you know the trivia? Because that's not what makes this game fun for me. But anyway, it's their game. If they want to ruin it, I guess that's their decision. I think that this was hard because of trivia again, and they're going to say it wasn't hard because they knew the trivia. So they're going to give it a 2.5. I'm going to give it a 3.5. They gave it a 2, right? They know the trivia. Their testers are too smart. All right. Their testers are too learned in specific things. Here we go. For 54%, 5 out of 5. They have a really large disconnect on what trivia they should expect their players to know. All right. They need to learn how to rate those better. Wow, I was completely unique in my guesses. Of course I was. I liked my detective movie thing. I think that was a fun guess. Wow. Yeah. So people are getting yellow and green and yellow and green, and few more people are getting blue second. That's interesting. And then people who are losing got only green actually. So we got 18% only green, and then 17% green yellow, and then another 8% nothing. The first category that even of people who lost who even got blue is down to 2%. Interesting. Okay. Hook, console, bench. Yeah, these are like things in a hallway you'd hang things on. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely see how hook and coat rack could go together. And that's a big red herring. You could chase that forever. Forms of applause. Chorus? I don't think so. I mean, you could have a chorus of applause or whatever, but I don't think I would have ever put chorus in that category myself. Foyer items. Oh, so it's not just hallway fixtures, it's foyer items. Putting a bowler in there, yeah. Oh my, yeah, it's just there's so much red herringness with that. And if you don't know the paintings, or you don't know what a runner is. Anyway, what are people confidently locking in first? Green, yellow, putting chorus in with green, putting hook in with blue. Because what's a runner? All right, well, show these quickly. How'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword. Nickname that drops UEL. Oh, I always have trouble with these. Probably Samuel, though. So I didn't have trouble with that one. Paleontologist's discovery. A bone? It's actually, they don't find bones. They find fossils, which are not bones. Like San Francisco during the summer. I don't know. Bald bird. Eagle. Clothes tumbler. A dryer. Damp. Soggy. Consideration for a selfie taker. The angle. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Sweet variety of lemon. I don't know. Animal hunted by the stranded kids in Lord of the Flies. Lord of the Flies. They hunt a boar, not a bear. Org for Jerome Powell with the. I don't know. Like San Francisco during the summer. Foggy. All right. Meyer. The Meyer lemon. And then this was Fed. Jerome Powell, the Fed. Ah, yeah, because isn't he... Yeah, he's the head of the Fed. What do you call him? Cool. The Federal Reserve is what that's short for. They deal with money. They print money. They set interest rates. All right. Well, how'd you do? Do Strands. Today's theme is Monster Quest. Interesting. Monster Quest. Are these like monsters that were killed in like the Odyssey or other stories, or like Greek or Roman mythology? Like Medusa, for example, like the Hydra. Do I see Hydra? I do not. Maybe not. I don't know. What else would be Monster Quest? Toss-up. Kale. Let's look around the edges. Sometimes you just see something that's just right there. We've got Mock. We've got Rink. One day my name will be in here. I think rank is the closest we're going to get. Keel. I mean, keel is an interesting word. I don't know if it's going to be that. Also, leak. Is leak EE? I think leak is EE. So if I need two words, I can do leak and keel. There's key and peel. Key and peel. Tor. Tossot. I don't know. There's nothing here. What are we talking about with Monster Quest? This feels like one where I just need to get started with a hint, but let's give it a little bit more time. But I don't know if I have the patience for this right now. At Jack. Jacket, but that isolates the Y. I've got yield. I wonder if yield would lock in. Oh, it's IE anyway. Okay, it doesn't lock in. Well, let's just get some words. Rake, leak, keel. We've got mock. And let's just get a hint. Yeti. Okay, so it is. I just don't know which monsters they're picking. Jackalope. That's what Jack was doing there. Oh, come on. Why is it like suddenly easy once I like can figure it out what the category actually is, like with confidence? Any petids. Oh, is this cryptids? Cryptids. Of course it's cryptids. All right, we've got Mothman. We've got the Kraken. We've got two more. Brigwell. What are we missing? The Loch Ness Monster. Nessie. Is Nessie here? No. How do you omit Nessie from the cryptids? I'm not that familiar with cryptids. There's Bigfoot. Here we go. Bigfoot. And there's Rulacker. Yes, Rulacker. There's Crawler. Okay. There we go. Wonderful. Well, took a hint to get started, but then it was pretty simple. I was on the right track too. I was just thinking of the wrong mythology. I needed the cryptid mythology. All right, more modern monsters. Anyway, that are the puzzles. Those are the puzzles for this video. Indeed. There is still Wordle to watch. You can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. And also, if you look at the pinned comment, you'll see all of the videos I published today. You may enjoy them. I think you will. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.